So how UFC treated Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. The reality is UFC always give more importance and value to Conor McGregor than Khabib. Because whenever the notorious Conor McGregor fights, UFC sell a lot of pay-per-view and make millions of dollars. But after defeating Justin Gaethje, Khabib retired earlier in his career. And that's why UFC is not making money because of Khabib. UFC is making money because of Conor McGregor. And UFC President Dana White offered $40 million to Khabib for fighting against Conor McGregor. But Khabib said, "No, I don't fight for money, I fight for legacy." And Khabib already defeated Conor McGregor, so why would he fight him again? But Dana White is smarter than you think. He offered $100 million to Khabib for fighting against Floyd Mayweather in boxing. Can you believe that? But Khabib said no to $100 million. What is that? I am telling you, Conor McGregor never said no to money. He never did it. Any other UFC fighter never said no to money. I'm talking about $100 million. But Khabib said, I made the promise to my mother and that's it. Khabib is the greatest UFC fighter of all time. He retired undefeated 29-0. He smashed every single opponent he faced. And Conor McGregor's professional record is 22-7. And despite that, UFC treat Conor McGregor like everything and Khabib like nothing. In Khabib Nurmagomedov vs Conor McGregor UFC fight, we all know what happened. Khabib defeated Conor McGregor by submission, and after that he jumped out of the cage to attack Dylan Dennis. And Khabib's teammate jumped inside the cage to attack Conor McGregor. What is that? This is the most iconic moment in UFC history. Because Khabib was fighting outside the cage against Conor's teammate and Conor McGregor was fighting inside the cage against Khabib's teammate. Total chaos everywhere. And after all of this, UFC suspended Khabib for 9 months and fined him $500,000. And UFC suspended Conor McGregor for 6 months and fined him, guess how much money? $1 million? 10 million you're thinking? No, $50,000. Yeah, 50,000. The richest UFC fighter in the world, Conor McGregor, after all the trash talking, after all the drama, he attacked the bus and everything like that. And after all of this, how much he's paying? $50,000. And how much Khabib is paying? $500,000. What is wrong with UFC? Fighters are not allowed to take drugs. But what about the UFC themselves? Somebody go and investigate because they are taking some kind of drugs. I'm telling you. And the reality is, people love Conor McGregor more than Khabib. Because Conor McGregor is controversial. I mean, too controversial. You can even see his naked picture if you want. But I suggest you not to do that because Conor McGregor himself is going to say that, who the fuck is that guy? I'm trying to control my anger, but I can't because I really like Khabib Nurmagomedov because he's so humble, he's like a hero. But sometimes people love the story of a villain more than a hero. Conor McGregor became famous after knocking out Jose Aldo in just one punch. And that's what people love to see. Knockout, striking, drama, controversy, trash talk. But Khabib is not famous for any of that. He liked the ground game and the submission. Khabib is humble and polite, never do trash talking, always being respectful for others except Conor McGregor of course. But UFC don't care about that. UFC care about only one thing, and that's fucking money. By the way, who's your favorite UFC fighter? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, then watch this video about Conor McGregor vs Khabib Nurmagomedov after fight. Stay curious and I will see you there.